The Stiletto Routine. The bridge. Lie on your back with your feet flat on the ground. Lift your hips by driving your heels into the ground so there is a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. A more advanced version is the marching bridge. Extend one leg straight out, hold for 2 to 3 seconds, then put it back down on the ground and repeat on the opposite leg. Make sure your hips stay level and your butt doesn't sag to the ground. Hip thrusts. Lie on your back with your weight on your upper back between the shoulder blades and your feet. Keep your arms at your sides or cross them over your chest. Lower your butt almost to the ground and thrust upward by activating your glutes and driving your heels into the ground. A more advanced version is the single leg hip thrust with one leg only. Lift one leg so your weight is all on one leg and your back. Repeat the same movement, making sure you drive your heel into the ground and keep a stable pelvis. The Superman. Lie in a prone position with your legs straight and arms in front of you in a 90-degree angle. Contract your glutes and lower back to lift both your arms and legs simultaneously. Remember to breathe steadily and perform slow, controlled movements. The supine bridge. Lie on your back with your weight on your elbows and heels. It's helpful to use a mat for your elbows. Lift your hips and keep a straight line from your toes to your shoulders. A more advanced version includes alternating leg lifts. Lift one leg about 8 inches off the ground, hold for several seconds, and repeat with the opposite leg. Remember to maintain a straight line from your toes to shoulders and don't let your butt sag to the floor. The bird dog. In a table position on your hands and knees, lift your left leg so your thigh is parallel to the ground. Hold for 2 to 3 seconds, contracting your glute muscle, and return to the starting position. Repeat with the opposite leg. A more advanced version includes lifting your opposite arm parallel to the ground at the same time. Forward lunge. Take a step forward with your right leg so your knee is positioned over your ankle. Lunge down so your left knee kisses the ground. Step back and repeat with the opposite leg. Always maintain a neutral spine and remain as stable as possible. Lunge with a twist. Perform a forward lunge but with a twist at the waist. When you lunge down with your right leg, rotate your torso to the same right side. Step back and repeat with the opposite leg, remaining as stable as possible. Side lunge. Step to your right side, keeping both feet pointing in front of you. Lunge down so your right thigh is about parallel to the ground and your left leg is straight. Step back to the center and repeat on the opposite leg. Diagonal lunge. Step behind you about 45 degrees with your right leg. Lunge down so your right thigh is about parallel to the ground and your left leg is straight. Step back to the center and repeat on the opposite leg. Backwards lunge. Take a step backwards with your left leg and lunge down so your right thigh is about parallel to the ground and your left knee kisses the ground. Keep your feet pointing straight in front of you and repeat on the opposite leg. Single leg deadlift. Bend forward from the hip, not the spine, while standing on your left leg and extending your right leg behind you for balance. Return to an upright position by activating the glutes. Pistol squats. Standing on one leg, squat down so your thigh is almost parallel to the ground. Keep your spine in a neutral position and keep the motion slow and controlled, ensuring that your knee does not collapse inward. Donkey kick. In a table position with your hands under your shoulders and knees under your hips, kick your foot back like you're trying to push the ceiling higher. Swing your leg back underneath your body without letting your knee touch the ground, and repeat.